Macau Tai Tam Mountain Dismemberment Case. The 2021 Macau Tai Tam Mountain Dismemberment case refers to a murder and dismemberment of corpses that occurred in the area of Taipa and Cotai, Macau on June 11, 2021. It is also a murder case that occurred in Cotai on May 7, 2021. This is the second case of the same type after the brutal murder that occurred in a hotel. The suspect Wang killed a woman who was working illegally in the money-changing party, Note 1. After the murder, the suspect dismembered her and put her in a suitcase. Later, she was killed on Avenida de la Governor de Carepe, Taipa, near Tai Tam. A body was abandoned at the foot of the footbridge next to the mountain viewing platform. The case was exposed by an Municipal Affairs Bureau cleaning worker the next morning, June 12, 2021. Case history: the suspect entered Macau on June 5, 2021, and the deceased entered Macau on June 7, 2021. On the afternoon of June 11, 2021, the suspect lured a mainland Chinese woman who was working for a money exchange party in a hotel in Cotai, the deceased, to the room for illegal exchange. During the money exchange, he murdered money and killed people, and had an argument with the deceased. Block then killed him and then cut him into 10 pieces. Later on the same night, the suspect planned to abandon the body after dismembering it, so he took a taxi to the place where the body was abandoned. While taking the taxi, the suspect even asked the taxi driver to change the destination and asked him to take a ride. A reader even exclusively revealed the incident to a local newspaper, stating that a taxi driver had picked up the customer, the suspect, and that the customer was carrying a suitcase of things. He even described the thing as very heavy. He continued that the expert planned to help him move it, but he hurriedly carried it into the car. The passenger was sitting next to the driver when he was riding in the car, and his body smelled so bad that the driver couldn't bear it and opened the window. The suspect said he was going to Hotel XX when he got on the bus, but the expert thought that it was very close to Hotel XX from a certain casino, so he felt very unhappy. Then after he sent the guest to XX Hotel, the guest shouted that it was not here. The connoisseur was already angry and refuted the passenger. The passenger kept pointing to the front and said, "In front, in front." The connoisseur, the driver, thought to himself, "We have to cross the sea ahead. What does he want?" So he followed the passenger's wishes and took him across the sea, to Macau. The suspect then asked the driver to return to Tai Tam Mountain after crossing the harbor. And the driver thought to himself, the suspect finally decided to return to Tai Tam Mountain. Really or not? Is he causing trouble? In the end, the expert driver also sent the strange passenger to Tai Tam Mountain. The fare was also successfully received. Later, after the expert driver returned home, he found out about the recruitment after watching the news 2 days later. It was revealed that the suspect dumped the body at the foot of the footbridge next to the Taipa Mountain observation deck on Governor's Road in Carabao, Taipa. The passenger turned out to be it was about carrying human body parts in his car, and he later moaned loudly in the group. And what is the current condition of the taxi involved? The driver pointed out that the taxi involved still has a driver driving passengers during sunny hours. He said, "I heard that no one is driving that car at night. It will take a while until the incident passes." Exposed the case on June 12, 2021. A cleaning worker outsourced by the Municipal Affairs Bureau found human body parts while clearing leaves on the hillside near the Ao Electric Warehouse and leading to the stairwell of Tai Tam Mountain. So he called the police. The case was subsequently revealed. How the case was solved on June 12, 2021. the police confirmed that the suspect left the country through the border gate at 4 p.m. that day. Immediately, through the Guangdong and Macau police liaison mechanism, the Ministry of Public Security of mainland China was requested to assist in the investigation. As a result, the case was quickly investigated and the suspect was successfully arrested within 24 hours. Under the unified command of the Ministry of Public Security. The Guangdong Provincial Public Security Department coordinated with the Zhuhai Municipal Public Security Bureau to arrest Wang in the early morning of June 13 of the same year in Zhongshan City, Guangdong Province. During the investigation, the suspect admitted to killing and dismembering the body and taking away the deceased's belongings. Investigation on June 12, 2021. After the police arrived at the murder scene to investigate, they found several bags of human body parts pressed by tree trunks on the hillside. They suspected that homicide was involved and immediately started the serious case site investigation process. The police later found multiple human body parts on the hillside, as well as a backpack containing documents and blood-stained clothes. After forensic examination, the cut surfaces of the body parts initially overlapped, and the estimated time of death was about 12 hours. After in-depth investigation, the police determined that the suspect abandoned the body between the night of June 11 and the early morning of June 12. After extensive investigation, the police found that a man acting suspiciously got off a taxi in Taipei Central District at 10 p.m. on June 11, 2021, and walked in the direction of the abandoned body with a suitcase in hand. And the suspect was struggling to pull the suitcase, indicating that the suitcase must have a certain weight. Later, the suspect took another taxi back to a hotel in Cotai, but found that the weight of the suitcase he was dragging had reduced. The police officer also inspected the room where the crime occurred and found nothing unusual with the naked eye. It is believed that the room has been cleaned. However, after investigation by experts from the Criminal Technology Department, a large amount of blood was found in the bathroom. It is believed that the hotel room was the scene of the first crime. At the same time, 4 knives, 1 pair of scissors and 1 luggage were found at the garbage station in Taipei Central District and in the grass near the hotel trunk, as the torso of the deceased was still missing. After further investigation and analysis, the police finally found the torso wrapped in a pillow bag on a steep hillside about 10 meters high and 5 meters deep, 100 meters away from the place where the body was abandoned. It is believed that all the bodies have been recovered. Stump. The police believe that the man killed the female victim in order to rob her property. He used sharp weapons to dismember her into 10 pieces in a hotel room in Cotai, and transported her body in a suitcase to the edge of Tai Tam Mountain for disposal. The suspect will be handled by the Guangdong Provincial Public Security Department in mainland China. During the process of solving the case, the police searched a hotel room in Cotai through the Sky Eye and surrounding videos. They found that the toilet in the room had signs of being cleaned. However, forensic examination revealed that the toilet was once covered with a large amount of blood stains. It is believed that the toilet was the first place where the female victim was dismembered. At the scene, the police locked the information of the suspect named Wang, who rented the room.